I've always been a big Monopoly fan, so you can see why I was excited when I found out it was coming out for the Wii. The adverts I'd seen had shown new and exciting twist of a classic board game. However, here's the real test. Will it provide me with any more entertainment than the original board game? Well, I guess it takes about as long to load as it does to set it up for real, so there's no real advantage there. You have two options once you've loaded: Classic Monopoly Edition and the new Richest Edition. Let's play the proper version first. There are a selection of boards that you can play on, and most of them will be locked at the beginning. The passport contains a list of all the places you've bought, and it will fill up, allowing you to unlock more boards for the future. You can play with up to 3 computer players or 3 mates, depending on how many people are with you. Set the skill level of the computer players and off you go. Gameplay is simple. Shake the Wiimote to roll the dice and press A to release. Even making transactions is easy. However, a rather annoying thing about this game is that Uncle Pennybags will never shut up.
Landing on another player's property means you have to pay rent. The more expensive the property, the higher the rent.
Constantly telling you what's going on and makes you feel like you're about 5 years old again. Here I'm about to show you a neat little addition to the game. I'll roll an 8, which brings me onto the electric company. Now, let's say I don't particularly like utilities. I can decide to go on to an auction. Here the price gets bid up until the person with the highest price takes a square. The nice little feature they've added to this is to bid, you simply raise your Wiimotes. However, this may come as a little bit of a disadvantage if you don't keep the Wiimote still, and if you don't want to bid. Let's say you sneeze. Oh dear. So despite being a huge fan of Monopoly, it doesn't take long before I get bored with playing by myself, so I'm really relying on the new features in the game to keep me entertained. Let's choose a minigame. Well, I've only really got one unlocked, but let's give it a try anyway. The controls are very simple, and it doesn't require a great deal of skill either.
3, 2, 1, go!
As you can see, I won quite easily. It probably doesn't help that you can't choose the computer's difficulty. So now I'm bored of that, let's go and do something different. Let's try the Richest Edition version. This version is meant to be fast, so you can fit a game in about 30 minutes. I only want a short game, so let's choose Developer. The rules of Richest Edition are completely different. I've never played this before, so let's see how long it takes for me to learn how to play. I've chosen a different board, and we've got 3 other computer players. So just before I give my final decision in the game, now seems like a good time to talk about the music. The music, although different for every board, never changes during gameplay, and it's just on a continuous loop. Amazingly, however, I've never really got fed up or annoyed with the repetitive music, which seems pretty weird. Well, my personal view of Richest Edition is that I don't like it. Fine, call me traditional and old-fashioned, but it just doesn't feel like Monopoly anymore. So that hasn't kept me entertained either. So, going back to my original question at the beginning, does it keep me more entertained than the original board game? Sadly not. However, this game would work better at parties with a few mates rather than playing alone. My rating? 6 out of 10. Not bad, but I can't help but feel that it will just be left on your shelf, gathering dust after a week of playing.